All right, I want to get right into it. I don't never dick around in my videos. I learned something in life. I'm only 34 years old, but there's one thing that I have learned more than anything is that everything I thought was, you know, what I really thought was, the right thing or the wrong thing and all this and that, it really wasn't. Because here's what I'm saying. You know how we say these things like, I don't want to remember, like I don't want to remember my past. I don't want to remember the things I did. And I don't want to remember, when I did this certain thing that I didn't want to do. Well, I think the word remember is one of the most important words in this life because when I remember that it can be so much worse. And then I remember that I used to be really bad on a bunch of drugs, benzodiazepines, heroin, liquor, drinking a fifth of liquor a day, strung out as ever on dope. I remember that. And it teaches me not to do it again. And then, um, the bad things we did in our life. People say, oh, I wish I didn't remember those things. But those things are what is going to keep you from doing it again. It's going to keep you, if you're somebody that hurt somebody and did something violent to somebody before, and you're someone that actually repented for doing that, you're going to remember that thing for the rest of your life. It ain't going to go away. But that's a great thing because that's what you did to yourself anyway. So now you have to remember it. But when you remember it, it teaches you not to do it again to somebody else. See? And this is a very, very important word because just today, I had to keep telling myself something when I woke up. I have to, I had to say, remember that it could be so much worse. It could be so, and I do, like, I get, like, I almost cry thinking about it because just think about it. There's people, if you're somebody that has food in your fridge and you got water to drink and you got medication to heal, there's some people that don't have that. Did you ever watch one of these videos of one of these children that are skinny as ever and they're sick and they're crying and there's flies flying all over them? It's horrible. And then we complain about the smallest, most ridiculous things. Even I do. Even I do. Today, I don't get it. I don't understand it at all. Today, when I woke up, I was in one of my shitty moods, and I am in them moods a lot. And I'm sitting here going, you know what? I hate that I gotta go to the doctors. I went to the eye doctors, and I'm sitting here saying, I hate doing this. But I'm going to, it's for my health, but yet there's some people that can't even go to an eye doctor. There's people that can't even get medicines when they're sick and stuff, and here I am complaining about it. That's how crazy it is. That's how crazy it is. And I'm saying this to myself like you should be saying it to yourself. This is a video for you to reflect on yourself, not on what I'm saying, even though I'm saying what I'm saying. Because if I don't remember where I came from, or I don't remember that it could be so much worse, and I don't remember to be thankful for the small things, the smallest of things are the biggest of things, though. The pillow that you sleep on at night to keep your neck in a position, the sheets that you have on your bed, the coffee that you drink, the sugar that you put in the coffee, the milk that you pour in the coffee, the hands that you have to do things with, the eyes that you see with. Like, we are taking things for granted. You and I are taking things for granted like no other in this country and in these times where the smallest thing, I'm not trying to get emotional with this video, but it there are people that are very wasteful in this world, and they're very greedy, and they overindulge, and it's just disgusting. It's sickening when people do this, because there's people that don't have nothing. They don't have nothing. And when I was young, I used to just blow this off and laugh about it and joke about it and just say, oh, well, we're not in their position, so what does it matter, But just think about this. We have people in our own country right now that can't get the medicines that they need to heal from something, or and then there's poor people on the streets that don't have the income or anything to do anything, and they're out on the street. And we should not have homeless people in this country. There should not be any homeless people in this country. None. It should not be. If I was a president, or I was someone in a higher position to do things, I'd get a team of people. We'd go out in the streets. We would go to every homeless person, talk to them people. It gets me upset thinking about this stuff, because it's deep. It's deep. You don't realize when it's not you, then if it's not you, then what does it matter? But you have to understand, these people that are hurting and that are sick and don't have anything, they are just like you. Just think if you were out in the cold. Just think if you didn't have food to eat. Just think if you didn't have the medicine to get stuff with. There's a bunch of excuses today in this world of why people are the way they are and why things are the way they are. And I understand that, like really obese people, they don't discipline themselves not to eat a lot, so they get really big. There's some people that this is what I mean when I say greedy and overindulge and all that. You have to make your own life healthy. You're the only one that can keep you healthy. That's your problem. If you're overweight, or you smoke a pack of cigarettes a day and you get lung cancer or something, then you caused that for yourself. I'm talking about the needs of people. I'm talking about people getting fed and and people's health and people having water to drink and stuff. I'm talking about the bare necessities that the human body needs. And there is no reason, all the food that we throw out in these places, and how much we waste, there is no reason that the things should be the way that they are in this world. And I usually don't do videos like this because, I'm not trying to worry about other people and worry so much, but this is something that bothers me. When I see a homeless person or something out here, it's like, well, where is their family? Where is the help? Where is the communication? Where is it at? How could someone possibly be homeless? It don't even make sense. Like, America, how big our government is and how many resources we have, they can build, just like they did that thing that they did in China when they built that hospital. They built that hospital in like 10 days or something. I don't even know how many days. I only seen something for it. If they can build like that, we can build a big building with many rooms in it, have a little hospital there, have things there like they do with the hospitals here now and these other homes and stuff. We could build a place like that. It can be done. It's just this country makes excuses. Everybody makes excuses for the bare necessities of things. And I understand that a lot goes into these things, but do you and I really care about people that need what they need? When you don't care that what somebody needs, then you're cruel. I'm not talking about the caring and worrying of American tradition and life, and caring what other people are doing in their spare time and how people are when you go to the store and go to other places. I'm not talking about that kind of caring and that kind of worrying. No, don't care and worry. I don't care what others do with their lives, but when it comes to people's needs, then I do care, because we all need what we need. We all need water, food, shelter, clothing. I mean, clothing, it's common sense. If it was really hot or something, no, you don't necessarily need clothing, but we have to dress up, because of society and stuff. But food, water, shelter, and health, that's the four necessities. And I would say there's five. Our brain too, our mind, your psychological state is very important too. So that's five things that need attained to, that need comforted, and we need them. And these are the things that this country and other people, these are the things that I don't even know the word, that we keep from people, and that we won't give people the simplest little things that we won't do because of our pride, that we won't do because of, oh, well, I don't want to mess with that person because they're this color. I don't want to mess with them because I don't like how they look. No, they stink. I don't want to mess with them. You got these kind of people like that they'll look at somebody, they'll look at you and not like you and won't help you. That's how some people are in this world. They'll just look at you and be like, I don't care, I'm not helping that person at all. It just blows my mind how how some humans are, and even how I was. It blows my mind how I could have been so cruel at times, and how others have been cruel. I even been around other people where, and I won't give you an example because I know that it happened many times because I hear what people say. So whatever you say is what's up here. And that's how I can tell what kind of person you are, because whatever you speak from your mouth, it comes from your head. Whatever you think comes from your tongue. So I know who you are just from that. But I heard people say before, oh, who cares about him? Like some homeless guy or some guy that's, a little off or loony or something. And they go, oh man, screw that dude or that lady. They're crazy. They stink. Stay away from them. They're dirty and all this and that. You got people like that they're so prideful, and it's so much about them that they can't even help somebody out. See, I'm not talking about, like I said, there's a difference between the worrying and the caring of, regular average living and tradition and how people are in this land. I'm talking about, yet again, I'm talking about the needs of people. Some people don't give a shit that people ain't getting water and are starving and are all this stuff. And it just bothers me really bad. And there ain't too much that I can do. There's not too much that I can do, but I can do a little bit of something. I can get on here and I can tell you, if you're somebody that sees somebody homeless, offer to buy them something to drink or something to eat or something. Say, hey, are you thirsty? Just ask them a question. Now, if there's somebody that's going to go get, a piece of crack or go get some beer or something, then no, you probably don't want to give them money or something, but give them $5 or $10 or something, anything. Just think if you could just save one person in the world, what you could do, what that one person can maybe do. Because I know that through just grace, through pure grace, I'm still here. Because I should have been dead. I OD'd a couple times. I've been in situations where I should be dead. I should be dead today. And I was one of the ones that, got lucky, so to speak. So just think what you can do. Like, just if you're somebody that has a ton of money and you never did anything for anybody, and what if somebody just needed some kind of medication, like if they had I don't know, Hep C or anything, and they could get medication and they just needed about, a couple $100, and you could do that for them, anything, and then you can save a life. It's that example, it's not the greatest example, but I can't really think of nothing, how I'm trying to say this, but there's many things that we can do for other people that need help out here. How many times just let me tell you this before I end the video. How many times have you watching this, how many times have you seen a homeless person, or you seen someone that just looked like they were having a really bad day and they were just mentally all messed up and stuff, and you just walked right by them and you didn't say nothing, you didn't do nothing, because you thought, oh, somebody else will help them, somebody else will come along and give them, something to drink or food, or someone else will, give this person stranded at the side of the road, someone else will let them use their phone, or give them a ride or something. And, you know, I understand that there's people out here that it's only one out of very many people that are out to get people. You know, things like that happen in life. That's very, very seldom, though. You know, our paranoia, this is another thing I wanted to discuss. Our paranoia and our being scared and living in fear, this stops us from doing a lot of stuff too for other people and doing things in our own life. You know, this isn't just about one thing in the video. I always speak about many things because it is many things going on. It ain't just one thing going on in the world. There's many things going on. But when it comes to the things that we need, it's one of the most important things. And then, like I said, I'm going to even name this video Remember, because remember where you came from. Remember that it could be worse. Remember what you're thankful for. This word remember is one of the most important words. Love is not the most important word. Help is not the most important word. Remember is the most important word, because then you'll remember to ask that homeless person if they want something to drink. Then you'll remember to maybe have a discussion with someone that's having a bad day. Maybe you'll remember that, oh, well, I did this thing before that I shouldn't have did. Now I'm not going to do that again because I know what it got me into in the first place. And besides remember being the most word, to remember the most important thing in life is our needs, what we need. So I know this was a very boring video, and I know a lot of people, you won't even get to the end of the video. And it's all right. If you never do see it, then that's okay, because I know that I will do my best. Not trying, just do. If I see somebody that is in need of help, to help that person, you know, and to remember things. That's all that I ask in this video, and practice that in life. And I think your life will be a lot better if you practice that, to remember and to see when people are in need of something, not when people want things. It's not about what people want, it's about what people need, the bare necessities. And remember, later.